Hello, everyone. Happy June 22nd. This is Gorgeous Responds, and I am Gorgeous. And today I do want to talk about Iranian provocation, and I want to respond to the bombing of a United States drone as well as a tanker in the Middle East in international waters. This provocation with Iran is just an ongoing thing, something that they've been doing for decades now, trying to get America to basically take the bait and blow them off the map. Much to the credit of the United States, that hasn't happened just as of yet. However, these latest instances and these latest, you know, situations where Iran showing more and more aggression and to even appear to be emboldened by the fact that the United States has not wiped them off the map as of yet, is beginning to be more troubling, quite honestly. Um, the United States must respond. You know, this is Gorgeous Response. Um, and I'm saying the United States must respond to this type of blatant and malicious um, provocation and destruction that Iran is conjuring up against the United States, as well as the Western culture, as well as all civilized culture um, the world over. Iran is in for a big surprise if they really think that the President of the United States won't strike them or won't bomb the absolute heck out of them at any given point in time that he sees it being right and justly so. Um, Iran does not want it, by my estimation. How could they want it? I mean, it's crazy. Um, they sit up here and they make these gestures of this aggressive provocation, and frankly, they know, just like we know, just like the world knows, that they don't have, for all intents and purposes, enough meat on their ass. You know, they too light in the ass. You know, from a military standpoint, to go, face to face, toe to toe with the United States. I mean, do they think Russia really gonna save their ass like that? Are they really that dumb? Perhaps. I don't know. But I should tell you now that the Russians don't want to intervene in the United States business, because if Iran is provoking the United States in these ways, then Russia pretty much knows that the United States will act, and they will act forcefully. And so, what does that mean to Russia? Yeah, Iran apparently is an ally, but Russia's playing footsie with them. Russia is just turning a blind eye, turning the other way when Iran makes these type of aggressive, absurd, malicious provocations to the United States of America. And Russia doesn't tell them nothing, doesn't do nothing. So, listen, Russia doesn't want to get wiped off the map. The United States doesn't want to get wiped off the map. But the difference is, we're not being aggression. We're not showing aggression, pardon me, toward any particular nation or another nation militarily. And even through, state rhetoric, we're not showing that type of aggression to anyone. And we're certainly not shooting down other countries' drones. So, bombing their tankers or what have you. This is Iran. And, as we've known for so long now, the Iranians talking about the state. I'm not talking about the people. The sad thing in all of this is that the people are the ones who are suffering from these freaking idiots, for lack of what I really want to say, that are running the state, that basically have a stranglehold over the entire state that is Iran. These mullahs, as they call them, thinking that if they do this great justice of wiping the United States off the map, that somehow, some way, they're going to be, saved in heaven by Allah, and given, said many virgins to serenade them as they, sleep or, slumber or what have you, wherever they're at. I don't know. And I'm not saying that in a malicious way, because I don't hate Muslim people. I have nothing against Muslim people. Muslim people are fine and dandy to me. I've had Muslim friends in the past, no lie. But this type of stuff that's coming out of Iran, these type of aggression, aggressive and malicious states that exist out there in the Middle East that want to war with the United States and lose, because that's what they're going to do. Anybody who goes up against the United States of America will be overwhelmed, and they will be overwhelmed massively, and that goes, especially for Iran. We've been holding back on these freaks for decades, as long as they've been provoking us and trying to stir the pot, trying to see what we will do, what we won't do, what they can get away with, what they can't get away with. All the mean and hateful and disgusting and absurd rhetoric that comes out of the state. Enduring all this, the United States has from Iran over decades. And like I say, I think that this could be a point in time where we could see all of this buildup of this absurdity that coming from the state that is Iran. This bubble could burst. I feel like we have the right president in office. I'm not saying that I suggest that we wipe Iran off the face of the map. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the Iranian state, the MFers that run the state that is Iran, have a death wish. By all intents and purposes, everything that we've seen has not proved to us otherwise. They have a real death wish. And they're looking for somebody to, rub that bottle. And grant it. Or pull out that magic wand, rather. And grant it to them. And they've been, aiming at the United States on this behalf for way too long. And what I'm saying is, this point in time dealing with this president, because this is a strong president that the United States has at this point in time. And what I'm saying is, they could actually get their wish. It's possible. It's possible. Don't think it ain't. It's possible. If they keep on provoking and they keep on making these terroristic threats, and they keep on with this nuclear ambition, this unabiding nuclear ambition, because they're not getting nukes, but they still are in the hunt for them. They ain't getting them. If they get nukes, we're blowing them off the map. It's come to that point. So they ain't getting nukes. What I'm saying is that at this point in time, the bubble is on the verge of bursting for Iran, and they need to be put on notice, and they need to be put on watch. Now, yesterday, the President of the United States said that he decided to call off the missile launches that were trained on Iranian territory because that one of his generals, as he inquired, told him the casualty that would be involved should he carry it out, and he decided at the last minute to go ahead and call it off. You know, whether it's at a good decision or a bad decision, hey, I feel like the President of the United States knows what he's doing. I feel like the President of the United States has all the cards in his hand, and I feel like the President of the United States is a very good poker player on the